We're diving into a stack of sources on a local candidate, Alexis Hughes, and let's just say she's not pulling any punches.
No, not at all.
Our goal here is to really unpack the core ideas from this very detailed questionnaire she filled out. It's all about fiscal policy, the role of government, that sort of thing.
And you can see her whole philosophy in, one single line. She wants government to shrink, not grow.
Right. To do fewer things well instead of more things poorly.
Exactly. And it's not just about budgeting. It's a really deep skepticism of centralized planning.
Okay, so if that's the principle, where does she first apply it? It looks like healthcare.
Yes, the Affordable Care Act is her key negative example. For her, it's proof that when government takes control, things get worse.
Worse how?
Well, the source material argues that it leads to rising premiums, higher deductibles.
And insurers just leaving the market entirely, so you get less choice, not more.
That's the argument, that good intentions from the government don't stand a chance against, market forces.
Which brings us to local issues, pocketbook issues. She wanted to completely eliminate the Economic Development Committee, the EDC.
Yes, eliminate it altogether. Her view is that real growth doesn't come from a committee handing out incentives.
It comes from freedom, good infrastructure, and just predictability.
And she offers some pretty big case studies to back that up.
Like Houston, Texas.
Right. Houston prospered, she argues, without a formal zoning code. The government just got out of the way.
And the other one was New Zealand.
Mm-hmm. In the 1980s, they dissolved their centralized industrial planning. The result, a big jump in productivity, and they lowered their public debt.
But wait, if she gets rid of the EDC, isn't there a risk? What about missing out on, say, state grant money or attracting specific industries?
For her, that risk is worth taking. The cost of central planning, in her view, is just always too high.
So what does that mean for a county commissioner? What can they actually do?
Well, she says they need to push for line-by-line budget reviews. They have to question every single staffing level.
And support privatization whenever it saves the taxpayer money.
And that taxpayer-first mindset extends right into employee contracts.
Okay, let's talk about that. She is dead set against severance for any government employee terminated for cause.
For cause, meaning misconduct or just, poor performance. The idea is that taxpayer money should not be a reward for failure.
And tied to that is a huge push for transparency.
A huge push. She wants contract language that lets the county publicly state the specific reason for a for-cause termination.
So it can't be hidden as just a simple resignation.
Exactly. While still, of course, following all the public records laws in North Carolina.
This philosophy seems to touch everything. What about things that aren't core services, like charity?
That's a big one. She believes government has no business giving tax dollars to private charities.
It feels like a throwback idea.
It is. She's channeling James Madison, who said charity is no part of the legislative duty of government. For her, that's the legal foundation.
And you can see this in her priority list. It's really telling, isn't it?
The sequencing is everything. Number 1, fix the budget. 2, control spending. 3, lower taxes.
Public safety is number 4. And then sustainable business growth doesn't even show up until number 7.
Right. Fiscal discipline comes long before growth.
And what's the bedrock for all of this? What's the moral foundation?
It's the belief that American law is rooted in Judeo-Christian principles. She points to the Declaration of Independence, endowed by our Creator.
So for her, that moral code is what allows a free society with a very limited government to even function.
Absolutely. So what you have at the end of the day is this really clear, non-compromising vision. It's all about fiscal transparency and relying on the private sector, not public money.
Okay, so if we leave our listeners with one final thought from all this, it has to be about that Houston example, the idea that prosperity comes from government getting out of the way.
Right. So the question to mull over is this. Following her logic, what specific county functions that exist right now would you suggest privatizing or even eliminating entirely to protect the taxpayers? Something to think about.